Hello and welcome back to Marie Green Yoga, or welcome if you are new and visiting my channel. I do different yoga classes as well as some stabilizing core to make our yoga practice feels even more plugged in for you who need it. And today we are going to spend about 15 minutes to stabilize our lower back, our hips, our sacrum, our SI joints, and prepare for a yin yoga practice that will be followed after this little short core workout. So get yourself comfortable on your mat or on a softer rug or something that you have. Maybe turn on some music that you like to listen to. And we have 5 different kinds of stabilizing core exercises for our lower back and hips, and of course for the deeper abdominals. And then we also are going to do this series of 5 Pilates style fusion work. So let's come on down onto your back, please. And we are going to start with bent knees, and we are going to simply just hang out and lay right here and start by for about 10 breaths or so, holding the lower back in towards the floor. Just really caving in the abdominals, the organs, the muscles, and pressing the lower back, the spine in towards the mat with love and kindness. So we are releasing the glutes, we're releasing the hamstrings, and we're just using the super deeper muscles that are supporting our spine from the front. We're doing our best to release the hamstrings, and really because we want to work with only our core, and we are certainly not here to strengthen the hip flexors because that's not stabilizing the core. Instead, we're just hanging out right here and holding for another 5 breaths or so. And we're going to open up our feet, and it's going to be a nice transmission of energy through the legs, and just a nice awareness into hugging the core in towards the front side of the spine, and shoulders are relaxed. And we'll stay for another 3 breaths or so. And there should be like a nice little pulsation from the lower belly in up towards the sternum area. And we're just really working with stabilizing the lower back and preparing for a few lifts and lowerings. So from here, now we can just release the back and have a natural spine, hands behind the head, but you can always go back to just that. If that releases your spine and your lower back, then just go back to holding the spine into your mat or to the rug. So hands on each side of your head. You might have fingertips touching the side. You might have the hands behind, and we're just going to lift and lower and bring the shoulder blades off of the floor, and we have 20 of these. So we're going to do 18 more. Exhale and inhale, and exhale and inhale. And using just those muscles that we just plugged into the front side of the spine. 15 more right here. Exhale and inhale, and exhale and inhale, and almost resisting lowering back down, and really working with a core of lifting up and down. Let's do 10 more here. Exhale and inhale. 9 more, and 8 more, and 7 more. Using our abdominals, releasing the glutes, releasing the hip flexors. 5 more, 4 more, and 3 more, and 2 more, and 1 more, and bring it back down. Take a little pause. Bring the knees up into tabletop. Bring the lower back in towards the mat. Now, if it feels like your neck and scalenes and the muscles around the neck is pulling, take a pillow, or if you have a yoga block, take a yoga block and make sure that you can plug that lower back in towards your mat again. And we're just going to either stay here like this or press the hands and the knees into each other for about 10 breaths or so. So
We are again really working on connecting upper and lower body, and tug of war going on with the hands and the knees, pressing them into each other at the same time as we are trying to separate them. So there should be a nice burn in towards the belly, in towards the front side of the spine. Lower back stays in towards the mat, and we'll stay here for another 5 breaths or so, where we're just pressing the hands and the knees into each other and doing our best to release the neck. So if having something underneath your head works, then do so. We'll stay here for another 2 breaths. This should be a nice little fire in the belly. And exhale, release, bring it all the way back down. Take your block away or keep the block. You might just keep it because maybe that feels really good for the next exercise to stabilize the core. Taking the arms up, bringing the knees up into tabletop, keeping the lower back in towards the mat, arms up, opposite arm, opposite leg, extending out and away. We do not extend the arm and the leg further than we can keep our lower back in towards the mat. So it might just be like here. We might not go further. We'll take it to where it feels comfortable. And again, if we needed to, we'll take a block or a pillow underneath our head. And we'll do a few more here. Exhaling, inhaling, really working through the deeper layers of the abdominals, of the deeper core muscles that helps us to keep the lower back in a nice, natural, neutral position, and helping us to really keeping stable in towards the sacral region, in towards the hips, and really making our whole spine nice and plugged in. Let's do 5 more here. Keeping the lower back into the mat. 4 more right here. Exhaling, inhaling. 3 more. And 2 more. And let's do 1 more. And last one, bringing the knees into the chest. Excellent. I hope you feel a little something firing up and connecting and plugging in and stabilizing the core. Taking our feet back down on towards the mat. Take the hands behind the head again, and we're going to lift up and turn to the side. So lift up to the center, turn to the left, come to the center, bring it back down. And bring it up, turn to the right, and center, and bring it back down. And again, up, and to the side, and center, and down. And up, and center, and up, and back down. And exhale, this is 5. And we bring it back down, bringing it up, and turning opposite side, and back down. Exhale. Turning, twisting, holding it up there as we turn, using the abdominals. Exhaling, twisting, and center, bring it back down, bring it up, turning it, exhale, and again, up to the center, to the side, to the center, bring it back down, up to the center, to the side, center, and down, alternating. We have 6 left here. Exhale and twist, and exhale, inhale on the way down. 4 more. Center and twist, and center and down, and center and twist, and center and down. 1 more, last one. Center and twist, and center and down. Take a little pause, breathing. And from here we're going to come back to our tabletop with the legs. And from here we're going to take the arms up to the sky. Lift the shoulder blades off of the floor, or take your block or your pillow, and then again we're going to do 20 of alternating arm and leg, just with a little bit of a different feeling, with an opportunity to have shoulder blades off of your mat. 5 here, 6, 7, and 8, and 9, and 10 more. Inhale and exhale. Six more. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. And bringing your knees into the chest and taking a little pause. And you might windshield wipe your legs or roll about for a moment, and then we're going to take our way into series of 5, which is pulling the knee into the chest, both knees in and out, and then it's the hamstring pull, and then it's both leg drops, and then from there it's the crisscross. So we'll do 5 of each to keep it nice and within our 15-minute video today. So let's bring the knees in, and again you can have a block underneath your head, neck, or you can have your head onto the floor, or you can have a pillow, or you can lift it up. Hold your right knee in and holding it in here for 1. We're switching sides. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Bring both knees into the chest, lower back stays into the mat and extending out. Lower back stays in, bringing it back in and extending out. 3 more. Keeping it all the way plugged in. 2 more, using the core. And 1 more, holding it all the way in and lifting up, meeting and bringing it back down. Holding your right leg up, dropping your left. Hamstring pulls for 5. Switching legs. 4 more. 1 was like a little try. And let's do 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. And then from here, take the hands behind the head, or put your head on a block or a pillow. Keep the lower back in towards your mat. Shoulder blades off if it's available. Lowering and lifting. Lower back stays in. Lowering and lifting. We'll do 4 more. And 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. Bring it in. Bend your knees in. Crisscross for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 5 more, because I think that you would like 5 more. I know some of you have asked for these core exercises. I want to make sure that you get what you are looking for. 1 more each side, and I hope that you get a nice feeling in the belly, in the core, in the spine, in the hips. Bring the knees all the way in and take it all the way down onto feet to your mat. And let's take a downward facing dog together. Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can come up onto all 4s. You might take your hands forward for half a down dog if you don't want to weight bear fully onto hands and feet. If down dog is something you like, then come on up and pedal about and bring your feet in a little closer and keep that core nicely plugged in. Breathing, softening, and staying super strong into your center. And gently from here, coming all the way back down. And we'll just take a seat together. And I want to thank you for joining me for this short core session, but pretty potent for me. I hope it is potent for you too. And the next video up is a session of yin yoga with a few down dogs in between, and we are going to pretty much just target like front and back of legs, the hips, the shoulders, the neck, and really just untie knots and feel really nice and loose and juicy for the month of November that we have ahead of us right now. So loosening up and releasing energies and feeling great. Thank you for joining me for this session, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Namaste.